Yeah, the drama is high because, number one, you have 25 countries that have to agree. Now, the first rule for that is don't change anything because you otherwise won't get a consensus. Of course, that's now difficult because they want to change the reference period. So they have to change something, ideally. Number two, the drama is that they have different ideas about what's a fair price. Now, most of the countries are happy with $60, let's face it. Some of them need more income, so they are looking for higher prices. And then you have, of course, Mr. Trump that is coming in between. So probably they're trying to reduce expectations right now. They're trying to play it down. They eventually come out with a cut, but not big enough so that the prices goes too high. So you should expect prices really to stay around where it is.
In terms of what happens next year, though, I was just describing OPEC as a ship really on rough seas, being buffeted on all sides by Mr. Trump, certainly by the decision that Russia will take later today.
Right.
Where do you see this headed? Because we've seen the Qataris drop out. Granted, they told me in this exclusive interview yesterday, or day before yesterday, that they didn't really have a voice in this organization. That, of course, is very political, no matter which way you look at it. But in terms of the future of OPEC, are they going to come out of this meeting weaker?
Of course not. I mean, you always have a huge power within this organization. Whether and why countries are participating in OPEC is a completely different question. Some of them are happy to send delegates to be then seen with ministers. Others want to participate in the research exercise and to have more insights in what happens in the markets. Others are bigger enough so that they really can make a difference. So I think overall there are so many different motives for being a member in the organization. I think one can't easily determine that. But fact is, OPEC is strong. OPEC is, of course, very strong when you think about their cooperation now with Russia. That's tremendously successful. But, don't expect miracles. Still, when it comes down to those countries, the price right now is not in a danger zone, right? Once the prices come below 50, then you will see more motivation from Russia eventually also to cut more. And so that's why right now Russia is a little bit reluctant, and most of the other OPEC countries are, why to bother?
And when I spoke yesterday with the Saudi energy minister, I essentially said, is there a real possibility that we wouldn't see a deal reached today? And he said, there is always a possibility. Are we going to get a deal? Or are we going to be here longer for the weekend?
Right. Now, there will be a deal. I'm pretty convinced about that. The reason why he said what he said, in my opinion, is he wants to play down the expectation. Because before the meeting, there were the expectations, OPEC is going to fix it, right? But of course, now you have all these differences in views and how much to cut and how quickly to cut. And so they had to reduce expectations, and I think they've done this quite successful again,
There are a lot of questions about the message and how well the Saudis are able to craft this going forward, Saudi Arabia plus Russia, in terms of market expectations. And there have been a lot of questions about whether or not all of this seeming vacillation is damaging OPEC as a group.
No, I don't think OPEC is damaged at all. I think that, yes, you always can ask the question, what are they aiming for? A year ago, the market was in the 40-60 price range. Yeah, very comfortable. It's also close to the marginal cost of production. The move above $60, well, the question is, what was that good for, right? It has triggered an enormous amount of response from the shale producers. And the question then is, okay, you are inviting this response from shale. Now don't be surprised it comes. And then you have to cut more. So the question really for the organization and for Russia as well is, where do we want to stabilize the market so that it is in more equilibrium? Because you always can invite troubles. The question is it worth it?
Hi, I'm Johannes Begnini, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.